This is exactly why you need xpel. That horrific mark is on the side of the brand new RSC splitter. Now this is obviously carbon fiber, not cheap, not easy to replace, but thankfully it was covered with xpel and the damage did not make it through to the carbon fiber. So, can you guess what we're doing today? Yeah, we're going to Blackout Tinting to get that fixed because we have the bash in a couple days and I want this car looking for you guys to be able to see all of the awesome things we've done with the car. Between the xpel, the ceramic coating, all of the RSC carbon fiber stuff, I really want you guys to see just how beautiful the RSC carbon fiber is. And luckily, you're going to get to see it at the bash because we're going to be there with Bill and the entire RSC family, so to speak. So come check it out. But for today, we have a couple pieces of xpel to do, and that piece I just showed you is only one of them. Because we did get some more pieces of carbon fiber from RSC, which you may have seen that video before this or after. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this yet. But either way, if you haven't seen it yet, you will soon. And those pieces need some xpel and some ceramic coating before we make our journey down to Bowling Green as well. So let's go to Blackout Tinting. Can you freaking believe that view? Can you believe that? It's actually almost 80 degrees here in Pennsylvania today. Beautiful day to take out the C8 Corvette Z06 and also just do some ripping around. Oh yeah, you gotta love it, guys. Nothing better than a nice car on a nice day and a nice drive. Yeah, let's do it. So in case you can't tell, we just changed the oil last night. Me and Dana both did it on our cars, my C8 Z06, his C7 Z06. Both cars are now fresh in oil. I was gonna do my transmission filter too, but as you can see, it's still at 92%, so we'll probably do that a little later in the year. The big thing to check out is that guy right there. We just crossed the 10,000 mile mark. I'll put in a little clip here. I actually filmed it. Oh, there it is. 10,000 miles on the old girl. Still as fun as the day I bought it. But of course we had to make a stop real quick for gas because this thing does not sip gas. And of course it's always a little bit more expensive than I think it should be. But we also got our obligatory Mountain Dew for the road trip to Blackout, which is really only about 20 minutes. But nonetheless, we need some Mountain Dew. Let's get on the road and head to Blackout. Little rip before Blackout? Why not? Oh, it's so stupid. Oh man, yes. Listen to that thing roar. Oh man, I freaking love this Z06. It is such a good car. It always has a little bit more power than I think it does too. Oh, I love it. Well, would you look at that? We're pulling into Blackout Tinting. And isn't there a Hysteria Purple Z06 sitting here waiting for us? Let's take a look at it. Really interesting. So, Z06 has got scrape armor radiator grille guards and the stock carbon flash front splitter, it looks like. But it is a Z06, it's not a Z07 packaged car. Interesting. I love coming into Blackout and seeing these awesome freaking cars. So 2 Z06s at Blackout today. Look at that. That's quite a spectacle. But anyway, let's get some xpel on this fresh carbon fiber from RSC. So a little bit better lighting here. You can kind of see something kind of hit it and tore a little bit on the xpel. Nothing crazy, of course, but that would have most likely damaged the carbon fiber had that xpel not been there. And like I said, this splitter, even from factory, is 3 separate pieces. So you're literally getting one piece of xpel right here, which is right there, to fix it. So way cheaper than buying another piece of carbon fiber. And then these back here are obviously new, getting xpel put on them as well, just to protect that carbon fiber. All the other carbon here has been expelled already, so all the RSC gets expelled pretty much just like the regular Z06 or Z07 stuff does, because it's pretty much the same shape, pretty much the same build and everything. The only thing that was different is the side skirts here, because these are full-length side skirts, so these had to be what they call bulked, basically a piece of xpel put on there and then kind of cut to shape, whereas these are actually cut off of a plotting machine that cut them perfectly to shape, so you can just stick them down. Obviously this stuff will help with rock chips, scratches, things like that, and then eventually they'll be ceramic coated as well, which will help with car washes, bug etchings, anything like that that might get into that. But ultimately I wanted to make this video to show you guys what the real protection benefit of the xpel is, outside of just keeping things nice. With this splitter up here, it literally saved the carbon fiber, and I can't really get this to come through on camera as well as it will in person. That's a pretty bad gash in the film right there, which would have actually taken a chunk out of the carbon fiber, and it would have been something, like I said, that would have required a full replacement of that piece. And other than the xpel, we also have this guy who thinks he has the coolest shirt on the planet on right now.
Well,
do you think it's cool?
I do. I think it's funny cool. I think it's funny cool. Oh, and by the way, I'm a granddad.
This is sad.
My son just had his baby.
He is a father, obviously, what, 3 times? And then now you're a granddad twice.
Yes, but my son just had his baby boy, Jackson.
And he would be so proud to see you wearing that shirt.
He will. He's gonna be a badass dude, and he's gonna be a vet lover.
Okay, we'll give him that part, but the shirt, let me know down below. Is he weird or is that cool? Dana's truck's getting washed. It says 1 year annual checkup. That's why Only Dads is here, getting his truck taken care of. It is a TRX, so it does deserve some love. So here it is with it in the air. You can kind of see it a little bit better. It's hard to get this to focus on it because that carbon fiber is so purty, but you can kind of see it there. There's 3 spots where it was impacted. And like I said, I can actually feel it's like a slice through the film. So we'll see when he pulls that off there. But if I had to guess, it did not go through the film, which is the idea here. So see, he's pulling it off now. Comes off pretty easily, it looks like. The warmer it is, the less likely it is to leave any adhesive behind. But let's see what happens here. There it is. Just adhesive. So it protected the splitter. So saved a bunch of money. This is what the xpel thing's all about. It saves a bunch of money by making sure your carbon fiber parts, which are obviously not cheap, and your painted parts, obviously not cheap and not even easy to get redone if you had to. Driver's side one is complete. We even got a little bit of extra coverage underneath, which, yeah, you have to really look to see, but this thing's covered all the way down to here now, whereas typically the pattern ends right around in here somewhere. So a little bit extra coverage going down on these things as well. He's doing the one that had some damage on it now. Obviously spared the splitter itself, but this is why you have xpel for this kind of stuff. So if you ever needed a reason, this is it. Do you have any idea how much that piece would cost? Like if I came in here and I had to buy it from you and actually pay you to install this.
Installed is probably like $50. Just this one piece. A whole splitter is like 200.
Okay, so about $50 for that part. I'll price this out from RSC, but I bet you that piece is probably at least $2 to $3, maybe $2 to $500. I'm not actually sure how much just this part would cost. I know how much the splitter is. I don't know if you'd even sell these separately, but if you did, significantly more than $50, I can guarantee you that. And here's the part that had the damaged piece on it. As you can see, once he lays that down, there is no damage left. So, again, really just a huge testament for xpel and why you should have it on the cars that you care about. If you want these things to continue to look new, you got to protect it this way. Otherwise, you're going to be buying new splitters, paying for paint on bumpers. I mean, you're going to be doing stuff left and right that's way more expensive than actually just protecting it with the xpel from the very beginning. And as you can see, he's making it look easy, so it looks like it's a relatively easy thing to do. I would say it's significantly easier than getting your bumper repainted or, you know, eating that cost of the new splitter, but either way, you want to have the professionals do it. I always come to Blackout for this kind of stuff, guys. So obviously I believe in the product. I have this on every one of my vehicles. I even co-own a shop because of my belief in these products. But yeah, that's how you do it. So the xpel is almost done. Right now we got what appears to be a floating vehicle on camera. That's pretty cool. He's finishing that up, and then we're going to give this thing a nice bath on Tuesday before the bash. Hopefully I see you guys there. Come out, check out the RSC parts, the car itself. This weirdo will be there with me. Anyway, we'll check out his truck because it's all done. It got a yearly wash. Basically, this is something that comes with a ceramic coating from Blackout here, and as you can see, the shine on this thing is insane. So he has this ceramic coated. It got the yearly bath, and yeah, it's looking awesome. And here it is, all finished up, guys. Damage gone. That's why I want xpel. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. I just wanted to get something out there showing you the real benefits of xpel, why you should have it on your car or your truck, anything you care about. It saves money. It's that simple. It saves you from repainting, from repurchasing. It's the way to go. But hopefully that helped you guys. If you liked what you saw, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't, and as always, stay obsessed.